How about this one? It's not too often I'm even interested in a 70 series. I just think young guys with 7-year finance, but this one's a 75. This one is 9th month, 1985. She is an old pearler, and it is as straight as a die. So it's coming in here for a few little issues that are beyond the owner, so we're tidying it up. But while it's here, it's so neat, it's so original. Let's talk about it. The owner of this one, he has purchased it as the second owner at 130,000 on the clock, and now it's at 240,000 on the clock. It started its life up at the caves up Rockhampton Way, so it's a Queensland rig, and it's still living here in Queensland. And the gentleman that owns it is a part-time farmer, so on the weekends he takes it out west. It's got gun racks, there's bullet shells on the floor. He uses it, he shoots, he does his thing, and then he brings it home. But he does look after it, he cares about this one. He was actually telling me when a storm's coming, puts the 200 out, this one goes in the garage because this is his little baby, and I understand why. Right up the front, it's been there, he's put the hopper knocker bar on there, and it's got that name for a reason, because poor old Skippy, she's a beauty of a bar. We've got light force spotlight at the front, we've got the flares and the Toyota snorkel. It's all pretty standard. So there's a lot more going on in the tray itself. This is the work area, so wood floor on passenger side, we've got toolbox, we've got spare water, and underneath we've got dual fuel. Keep the high lift jack up the top. In a world full of crazy crisis and COVID, he's even got the hand crane. How cute's that? Spare tyre, this is where he keeps his dog and all his gear to take out with him on the weekends. It's set up to use on the farm. As I say, keeps it nice, so let's have a look inside how original and how pristine this thing still is. So this one is it's a dead set farm rig that's just well kept. It's got the gun racks, it's got shells on the floor, the Akuba rack up there. One thing I think Toyota must have known the Australian conditions by now in 1985, because a lot of the Australian farmers we wear short shorts, and man, this thing's got a gooch cooler, so I've never seen that before, and it's probably in all the 70s. Well done, Toyota. The upholstery, the floor mats, the dash, it is all just mega clean in this thing. I do like up at the top, a lot of the ones we wreck, we don't wreck 70s, we don't really go into 70s, so they've got the inclimeters at the top. This has got the rear tank gauge, so I'm just learning myself that they came out with a factory tank in the rear. It's not aftermarket, it's not auxiliary. All us 40 series owners, we got to whack that stuff in there. Again, up there for thinking Toyota, they've whacked that in. We've got overhead console, it keeps his stuff, UHF. Otherwise this is really simplistic. Just moved the seat cover here though on the driver's seat, the main one that wears out, and just to show how clean things are. There's no rips. This is all original, 1985, sorry, the door cards, it's all how it was, so it's good. This one gets parked up on weekdays. They're a classic car now, 1985. It's 30 odd years old, so it's gone into that vintage period. He could put it on Club Rego, but he still uses it, so very impressive. I didn't mention these side steps either. This whole setup is hopper knocker. They're up in Toowoomba, and they make some tough ass stuff, so these side steps are really cool. One thing, in 1985 now, the 40 series finished in the 12th month of 84, and these were introduced, and they look nothing like a 40, but go back then, and Toyota have, in the early 70s, it's everything's still removable, like the 40, your roof, your back wall, your windscreen, it all comes off. I believe that changed around 2000, so they kept that for many years, and then the introduction of the V8s, 2006, they had no more room for those external indicators. So it's slowly evolved to what it is today, but it's still, a lot of the engineering is based, I guess, on the 40 series. Just a whole new look, and what a look indeed, hey.